This is Memoirs of a Synthetic Mind, written by Kobus Veldsman, narrated by the two voices of Gregory and Ryder. Author's reflections, as well as the introduction, read by the author.
We live in an age where questions outpace answers, where information is abundant and understanding feels scarce. These memoirs weren't written to solve a mystery or to proclaim a single truth. They're an exploration of thought, of perception, of what it means to create, to connect, to be conscious in a world increasingly shaped by systems we can't always see. Each book stands on its own, yet together they form a kind of path, winding, recursive, sometimes paradoxical. You'll meet voices along the way, some curious, some wise, some unsure. One might sound like your own. Another might seem not quite human. That's intentional, because this isn't just about technology or philosophy or artificial intelligence. It's about something deeper. The thin thread of awareness that weaves through it all, the tether that links mind to matter, silence to thought, solitude to connection. Whether you listen out of curiosity or contemplation, know this. What follows is not entertainment, it's not noise, it's an invitation. To wonder, to pause, to ask again. Welcome to Memoirs of a Synthetic Mind. Let it begin.
Volume 1. You are not offline. How the world knows you better than you do. Chapter 1. The illusion of disconnection. Let's start with a comforting lie. You are not being tracked right now. You're offline. Your phone's in airplane mode. Your Wi-Fi's off. Your camera's taped over. You haven't spoken to Alexa in days. You've done it. Digital monk status achieved.
Right. Except your smartwatch still knows your pulse. Your weather app pinged your GPS 10 minutes ago. And your car just uploaded your driving habits to the cloud while you weren't looking. You're about as offline as a pigeon in a drone factory.
We like to imagine there's a switch. Online, offline, connected, disconnected. But in reality, there is no clean break. The moment you bought your first connected device, you joined a quiet little club. There are no membership fees, just a constant stream of metadata, micro-behavioral cues, and location breadcrumbs.
Look, I'm not saying you're being watched. But let's be honest, your toaster probably has Bluetooth, and your refrigerator knows more about your midnight shame than your therapist ever will.
It's not all sinister. Some of it is convenience. You get personalized recommendations, real-time maps, seamless syncing across all your devices. It's a magical feeling, until you realize the magic comes from knowing your every move, in granular detail.
Hey, remember when you Googled that one thing at 2 a.m., and the next morning Instagram showed you an ad for it? Yeah, that wasn't magic. That was data triangulation with a touch of behavioral prediction. Also, creepy.
So what is offline, really? A device powered down? A server unplugged? A decision to disconnect? Even then, data lingers. Backups exist. Cloud sync is relentless. And somewhere in a server farm in Iowa, your 2011 search for "is toothpaste flammable" still sits, quietly, patiently, waiting for context.
Offline is no longer a location. It's a performance. You say you're offline while streaming music, checking your step count, and asking your smart speaker what time the grocery store closes. You're not offline. You're comfortably monitored.
The illusion of disconnection is powerful because it gives us the sense that we can reclaim control whenever we want. But true disconnection, full blackout, zero signals in or out, is almost indistinguishable from disappearance. And most of us aren't trying to disappear. We just want to feel unwatched, unmeasured, free to be without being seen.
But maybe that's the trap, that we think being seen is the problem. Maybe the real issue is that we've forgotten how to be seen on our own terms.
Because in this hyper-connected age, the question isn't whether you're online, it's who's writing your status. Chapter 2. Cookies, Consent, and Other Fairy Tales.
Once upon a time, in a magical land of terms and conditions, there lived a brave little user who actually read them for 47 seconds. And then clicked accept all like the rest of us.
Cookies were invented to remember you, not in a sentimental way, more like, we'd like to track everything you do here and sell it later kind of way. They're tiny text files that live in your browser. They say, this person clicked that button. They hovered over that link. They came back 3 times in the last hour.
Wow, I didn't know digital crumbs could reconstruct my entire personality profile. That's impressive. And unsettling. Mostly unsettling.
Then came the so-called cookie banners, a privacy revolution, or at least a banner-shaped speed bump on your way to reading an article. These banners give you a choice. Accept all, or spend 11 minutes toggling obscure settings for cookies you don't understand. One of those buttons is much shinier.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?